Hi, folks. I'm Dave, the infamous man from the East. Some people are sick of watching my videos, which is fine. Turn it off now. I just want to let you know. I'm going to try to explain what the magic that I talk about when this whole thing comes out about the solve from the Forrest Fenn family and Jack and whatever. Everybody has their own opinions on 9 clues and what the answers are. What I talk about when I talk about the magic is this treasure hunt took Forrest 15 years to do. Even his family didn't understand everything that's put into this because he kept it all secret. So as far as what I talk about, the magic, when you finally see it fall together, is when this clue lines up with another clue that's in another stanza and how it all connects and it all pulls together. That's what I'm talking about. Anybody can put out 9 clues, which is probably what Jack and the family are going to do, and they're going to try to cover this up. But when I talk about the magic, it is specifically all the things that connect and intertwine to make this whole solve magical. When it connects inside your head about, oh my God, that lines up with like the cross and how it connects with the cross in Vietnam, and everything falls into place at Palisade Sill in that parking area, and it all connects. It's all there. It's all like it's like a story that you don't realize how it all fits in until you get to the end. So when you watch one video and you go, oh, that doesn't make sense. Of course it doesn't make sense. It's just one clue out of one area. But fit together. This is what Forrest Fenn's family is hoping out of everybody, that they just don't want to see it. They don't, and the connections that are there, that there's a few people that have. I've had people say, oh my God, the clues are like, they line up so much, and the information that pulls everything in, it all connects, and it's all there. And there's still so much more. I haven't received my Once Upon a While book, but I'm telling you right now that the 200-foot clue, the 200 feet is in the first book that he talks about with the my prehistoric friends. 200 feet is in the other book somewhere. I'm not going to look it up. I keep trying to explain the little things to one person, and it's just it gets frustrating, because at the end of my enthusiasm in my effort to try to help somebody understand, I just get the negative feedback right back at the end, because they didn't see it. They don't want to put the time or energy into literally learning the whole thing together. And when you do, like probably a few people have, it does have that magical effect or aura to it, however you want to put it. Forrest, 15 years, folks. You're not going to throw together a poem up in Wyoming that's going to be as intense and as connected as this poem is. That's why I'm enthusiastic about it. Yes, I know Forrest said that the person who really solves this, they're going to know exactly everything, and it's all going to pull together. And I did that, folks. I did the effort. I did everything else, but the only thing I didn't do, which is my own fault, was retrieve the treasure chest because of situations that came up. And to be totally honest with you, folks, us as a community of Forrest Fenn community, this is where we should be pulling together, but it's not going to happen. I already know it's not going to, because nobody wants to accept that it wasn't them. So that acceptance puts clarification on what the actual solve is and how it pulls together. So if there's going to be some kind of gathering coming up in September, somewhere, I don't even know where, 9-hole, I've heard multiple things. Treasure Gold, you said that Forrest sent you, you're the proxy. Forrest sent you the actual solve in 2019. Why would he do that? Why would he send you the solve? Who are you? You're his proxy for who are you? I don't get it, but some people, maybe they know who you are, who you're claiming to be. Why 2019? 2019 is when I sent Forrest the actual final resting place at that cross in Palisades Hill. Why would he send it to you in 2019? There's a lot of questions that can be raised or will be raised after this all comes out. So if you think that the family and Jack just throwing out 9 clues like everybody's done, I am the same way. I throw out my 9 clues there, but unless you put it together in sequence, in consecutive order, and see how that the hints and all the other things pull this solve together, you're just going to hear another 9 clues just like everybody does, because it's that little bit of energy or creativity that you want to bring into it and understand it. That's totally up to you how much energy you want to put into really knowing what the true solve is. But when they put out their 9 clues, if they even put it out, they might just put out, hey, it was here, and not tell you, because to line this treasure hunt, it was brilliant. It was genius the way Forrest did it. And unless you really look into all the answers, how they connect together, you're not going to see it. And I can't beat it into you by telling you that Hint of Riches New and Old is the new canyon and the old canyon. I can't beat it into you that the cross says Kent and Esther, which means Kenester. And the first clue in the poem is, he's explaining, as I've gone alone in there, which is Palisades Hill. If you don't get the connections where it all pulls together and matches to bring this together, you're not going to see it. You're just going to see 9 clues, and you're going to. I can't help you understand that. I can explain a little bit to you on where that level is, but until you get to the next level of wanting and believing, because this has been solved, and Jack did not solve it. Jack's hiding somewhere for someone, and as I said, whether it's the people that I was foolish enough to tell about the cross, maybe somebody's related to that family from the people I told, and they're just hiding behind Jack. Jack is your puppet for whoever, and whether it goes that direction or whether it is really the family. Because Forrest got mad. Somebody told me Forrest got really mad at somebody in 2017, 2018. The solver. Now, they wouldn't explain to me why. I even asked in an email to call me so I could get some better understanding. But the people in the community that follow all the other stuff of what's happening where, you are the people, if we pulled together, you would be able to answer all these questions that everybody wants to know. I'm just saying what I think happened from them. So Forrest got mad at somebody in 18. 2017 is when I actually found the blaze. Now that was literally, I found the blaze right after, a month later, Forrest announced the gut feeling. You folks don't have to believe that. That's fine. I know specifically he was talking about me. And when I had that vacation that I went to go look with my friend and my son and my girlfriend, it was a very bad vacation. It did not turn out the way I wanted. And I sent Forrest the email, I'm all done. I give up. But I didn't give up because I knew I had the blaze. So that was my own fault. Forrest got mad at somebody back then, 2017, 2018. Whatever reason, the fires in Cimarron, right after the fires, which was 3 days after I got done my trip out there. And then at that same time, I had already sent Forrest the message that I was done. I gave up. So that connection right there, Forrest came out with halfway through the summer. My gut feeling of somebody finding the treasure is wavering. Now, why in Wyoming would that happen? Okay, bring up that reason. Find out why something happened in Wyoming that Forrest had that feeling where his thoughts were wavering. Everybody's going to say that that fits where I found, or that solved on that specific thing. But it was one person, folks. Now that being said, okay, that's the 2017, 2018. When I did go back out there, 2019, and I found that cross and realized the connections and everything fit together, and it all made sense of why up on the ridge and look quickly down your quest to cease and ending up back at your starting. It all fit together. That's what should have been so easy. I screwed it up. So Forrest, yes, I can understand him getting mad at the solver because he didn't solve it then. But when I did solve it in 2019, for whatever reason, Forrest wanted to send the proxy to whoever. I don't know. I don't follow what goes on with the family or with Forrest. I just hear things from other searchers who I expect to give me feedback, give me positive feedback, give me the information you know to make this a little easier, because all it is my guessing of everything else. As far as the solve, I'm 100% sure. And it's not to criticize anyone else of all their hard work. It's not. I came out in this community to put closure because I knew exactly how this all went down and happened, and in order, the dates of it, everything that connects it all together. And I look for help from you guys. But because of their own stubbornness of letting their own solves go, I'm not saying you have to believe mine. I'm asking you for help. If you need some info, I'll gladly give it to you. But I'm that kind of person. I want to help other people. So when I came out for the clarity for everybody to understand exactly what happened, that was why I did it. I pretty much just let the whole thing go. I knew in my heart, okay, that I told my friends, they had family members or friends go dig it up. And Jack wanted to remain anonymous. I know this video is going to end up being longer than I wanted it to. I try not to cut and paste and everything else. But whoever turned in the treasure chest wanted to remain anonymous. They sent Forrest the picture. Okay, folks? So now, Forrest will get even madder. What happened after I sent Forrest the picture of the actual final resting place, which a lot of you don't understand, it is, because when I sent him the picture that I sent him, and if you watch my videos, you'll see there's a picture of the canasta quote. As far as I know, the closest person to the treasure has been a man. There may have been a woman with him. Sometimes my girlfriend went, sometimes she didn't. And I kept Forrest abreast of all of that. So that section right there, I sent him a picture of myself and my girlfriend. But if you can't figure out the first clue, if you don't have that nailed down, you might as well stay home and play canasta. So the connection with the cross, with the canasta, there's one nail in it. And the nail goes through the cross. And it's nailed right down. Bang down. If you don't have that first clue nailed down, there's so many different things that pull this thing all together. But if you don't have the first clue nailed down, you're never going to... If you think that the first clue was beginning where warm waters halt, that's on you. Forrest was tricky that way. That is the first clue in the map portion of my poem that I've solved in my solution. It is the first clue to when you start your actual movements of where you're going to go. The first whole stanza, the first whole clue. The second 3 lines in the second stanza, there's your second clue, and then put in below the home of Brown is your third clue. The fourth clue is Palisade Sill. He goes, it's watch the videos. If you haven't watched the videos, then give it a chance. That's all I'm asking. I put this out for clarity, as I said, for closure. The people that see it, you will be the one. Not everybody's going to see this still, even though I explain it, even though I try to ask you to look at it constructively. You're probably still going to give me the thumbs down, which I don't care about the thumbs down. Those, you may think they bother me. They don't. Because I know it's because you haven't gotten to that level that you're willing, that you could quite possibly get to and see this. So that's on you. You thumbs down me as much as you want. The people that don't, and the people that really look at this solve, they're going to know if this family comes out with something else other than, okay, put it this way. If the family, okay, we'll go back to them. They're the same as all the other people that are in this hunt. And whether or not they have the actual true solve, they don't want to give it up, because Forrest got mad, as I said earlier, when I sent him the picture of the cross of my girlfriend and I, of the little quote about canasta, and I sent him the little story that pulls it all together at that spot where the cross is, for saying that he went down to the cemetery 1 block north from his home. He'd jump out the window. Window is the sill. You folks, when this connects together, you'll see it's like, wow, that's really cool. That's really creative. And that's what I talk about when I talk about the magic. When you see it all fall together and it all pinpoints Palisade Sill and that cross, the mailbox with the devil's mailbox with the postmarks that you can only see from the picnic side of, which is the same side where Palisades Sill has that cross. It's all so intertwined and interconnected. It's beautiful. And when they put a solve out up in Wyoming, it's literally going to disgrace everything Forrest had meant to do. Now, Forrest got mad at me because when I sent him that whole picture that explained everything, he told a few people, somebody found the resting spot. Okay? I asked somebody that I saw a video, I won't bring their name up, I asked them to come forward. They don't want to. Everybody wants to stay out of everything because whether they're afraid, they don't want to admit somebody else is right, whatever reasons they have, that's fine. But somebody said within a month, actually it was 4 days after I sent Forrest the picture, within 4 days, that little communication there, someone came out with Forrest Gets Mail. And they were extremely excited because they said someone has gotten really, really, really close to the treasure. Now, they don't want to admit that. They don't want to put that video back up. That's fine. I saw that. I showed people at work. I showed my girlfriend. So all the connections for the dates and everything that worked out, Forrest knew in 2019 that somebody had solved it. So that's why you got that little proxy treasure gold. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know the whole situation. You won't tell me. You're just telling me you're the proxy. 2019. Well, there's your reason why you received it. Forrest knew someone finally got to the end of where the treasure hunt was. And now again, I never let Forrest know that I retrieved it. I never let him know that I didn't. I just wanted him to know that I found the end. Okay? And now after 2017 of me finding the blaze, 2018, me saying I'm done because I had a bad vacation, And then 2019, finding the actual resting spot. Forrest thinks that this is going to come out. And he knows that it's the guy from the East who solved it. So imagine his, and this is not, this seriously, right now, this is not funny. Because at the time when Forrest got the pictures from Jack secretly, because he wanted to remain anonymous, Forrest knew that the guy from the East was the only one that he knew had solved it. Okay? You folks, I'm going to tell you right now, there's people that still won't believe that. But that's the way that this whole thing went down. Forrest knew there was a man from the East. It wasn't Barbara. It wasn't somebody else wherever in Santa Fe with an androgynous name. The androgynous name is the Kent and Esther put together. That's another bit of the magic here. Forrest knew there was a man from the East that solved this. Okay? You guys, whatever you try to do to hide this and block it, the one person that solved it from the East that Forrest knew solved it has come forward. And I'm being totally honest with you. The connections and the magic that you don't want to see are there for the people to see. Now, I've tried to simplify in my videos of why and where and how they connect. So if you watch one video and you go, well, that makes a little bit of sense. And then you watch another one and you say, well, that doesn't make sense at all. That's fine. Because it doesn't make sense there doesn't mean it connects. It doesn't connect with something else. Then it makes sense. All right? That's what I'm trying to put across here. And I don't want to make my videos long and boring and put 4 hours of chatting at the table about what we had for dinner and who's still looking for the treasure. Because whoever it was, whether it was the family that literally had somebody go out and retrieve it because they knew it was solved, but they didn't know it was retrieved. That's why they only come out with a finder. When you hear they're solved, look at it objectively. That's all I'm asking. Unless they want to come clean and explain, hey, this is what happened, and this is probably the best thing that could happen, and they don't want to do it because Forrest got so mad at that asshole, and I'm the asshole that made him think that I had already retrieved it. So when this jamoke, Jack, showed up and he has the treasure chest, I'm not from the East. I got to make sure Forrest knows it's me. So that there's a mistake where if they just shut up, nothing ever would have got done. Nothing ever would have been blamed. But they feel like they have to cover their tracks to hide this in Wyoming to get it away from the true solver. And I understand that. That's why I see the videos that go out there. Oh, people are money hungry. I haven't asked them for anything besides the truth. And if you watch my videos, you'll see that. I haven't asked Jack for anything besides the truth. I put the truth out there. It's their time to put the truth out there. That's what I'm asking. Okay? But when they lie, okay, if they come out with an actual lie to all of you people, if you want to take that lie and eat it right up and be happy about it, that's up to you. But if they want to come up clean with what really happened here, and Forrest got so mad because he knew the guy solved it. The guy found the blaze in 2017. 2018, he pissed him off by telling him he's not going to go out anymore. He gave up. So now somebody's that close. And it's so simple from the blaze. Look quickly down. Your quest is ceased, but Terry Scant with marvel gaze, take the chest and go in peace. It's that simple. So look at the video that I put out the clues. That's how simple it is from there. And it took me 2 years to figure that out. So Forrest got mad. That what the heck is wrong with this guy? Excuse my language. I'm trying to stay. I get enthusiastic. So Forrest he was mad at the guy for not solving it when he should have. And I take full responsibility for that. Stupid, stupid. And then the next stupid thing is when I found the actual cross, you folks, I am coming clean with how dumb, like I said in my earlier videos, I'm the smartest idiot you're gonna know. And I figured this out, but I trusted somebody. So if it came out that it's them, shame on them. But if it comes out and the family lies about this, then it's on them. They're the ones that are covering it. And that's wrong. Because if they got mad at the solver, there shouldn't be a timeline on when the solver solves the poem and then retrieves the treasure chest. Because I gave it a year. Hidden. The cross was gone. You could still find the ring of rocks down below that Forrest left all the clues for. That was still there. But that significant cross with the canister and the significance of the cross in Vietnam and the all the other hints that pulled us together, there shouldn't have been a timeline put on it. And that's where they're gonna, if they do this, they are creating a situation that Forrest changed everything at the end, and he made it so whoever solved this, he's taking it away from when they go to retrieve it, and he's taking the whole solve and putting it somewhere else. 9 clues that may come up with some kind of little semblance of how it fits, but it's not going to be the same. You folks that actually see the magic in these connections in the solve, I am happy. That's what I did this for. If you want to take the time and look at it, if you don't, that's fine. But if the family does that, they are absolutely, positively at fault for changing the whole thing at the end. And then they're liable for this whole solve that Forrest put out there the way he did. Excuse me. They're liable for altering everything and turning this into I don't know how to word it, but anyways, I'm probably going to end this here. I just wanted people to know that's what the magic is. All right, when you finally see all the clues pulled together, you're not going to find that magic somewhere else. And I know that I have another guy that says he's the man from the East, and there's 3,000 other men from the East. But as far as everything pulled together, timeline, consecutive, folks, just think about it. If your solve does not have 9 clues, and I'm not talking about 9 lines that you think line up somewhere, because you're going to have 30,000 different areas in the Rocky Mountains that happens. I'm talking the actual 9 clues that Forrest put in his poem that connect in consecutive order. There has to be some type of map that Forrest put out. And he says, marry the clues to a map. So if you're thinking that you're going to pull 9 lines out of the whole poem and line them up on a map, and then it's magically going to bring you to a spot, which is what they're going to try to do, it's not going to happen. The 9 clues are specifically in the poem all together. There's all 9 sections, and I've broken that down for you. Everything that I've solved, the true solver, is broken down for you in each of my videos. It may not all be together perfectly, but when it finally clicks in that it does line up, the map portion, the actual pinpointing portion, everything, it is magical. And let's not take that away from Forrest. He spent 15 years. Again, I screwed it up. I came clean telling people how I screwed it up. So for Forrest and the family to get that mad at me, thinking that I was messing with him, and I wasn't. I had my reasons I didn't retrieve the treasure chest. I couldn't. And those will all come out eventually when you people realize what the actual true solve is, and that it's in this poem, in my solve. So we're drawing closer to the deadline, and I wish everybody well. I do. Even the people, probably about 25, that are going to give me a thumbs down. I hope you have great days, because I hope you feel good about yourself. If you don't want to look at it and you don't want to see the truth, then that's, like I said, that's on you. So let's try to keep this a little over a half an hour, which I've already gone way past that, what I wanted. But I wanted to explain so you people understand more of what the situation is. I'm the guy to blame of this whole fiasco ending, but it's still not right that somebody takes it and changes the whole poem to take it away, take the credit away from the solver. That's what I'm putting out there, folks. That I am the actual solver, and shame on me that it ended this way. I apologize to all the hurt feelings and the people that are upset over this. But it shouldn't be taken and twisted around to take any credit away. That's what I'm looking for right now, just the credit. But when they lie about the solve, that's a whole new ballgame. So start thinking about that, Forrest Fenn family. When you lie, it's only going to get uglier. And I don't even want that. I want the truth out there. And those people that keep putting videos out, oh, it's all about money. It's not. It's about honesty and taking the credit. And I've come honest with what my situation was for this whole solve. So if you want to check the dates on the things I said, please go for it. Check the dates. If the people want to come forward who knew that somebody was really, really close to the treasure chest in 2019, in the end of July, beginning of August, somewhere around there, come clean with it. This is how everything's going to get solved and revealed, by help. I will help anybody. Just, if you have some information, pass it along. You people are in that group where you watch these other videos for 4 hours. You see the things that are said. You know the situations that are brought up. All I'm asking for is communication, honesty, and these people that are trying to hide this. You will, I guarantee, when people finally pull together and see what you're doing, you will be brought out into the light as frauds. And I feel bad if you do that. I'm just letting you know now. Don't. Tell the truth. Please, tell the truth. That's all I'm asking. So, folks, again, have a great day. I know I rambled on. For those that do follow me, I see my follow numbers go up and down. There's 100 people, 117, 118. It varies. It depends on how they feel each day. But if you really want to know the truth, start watching my videos and look at it objectively and open-mindedly, because you're not going to see there's magic that pulls everything together unless you do. And I feel bad about that, but try it. You may see it in a different light. All right, folks. Take care. I'm Dave, the man from the East, the true solver of Forrest Fenn's poem. I hope you have a great weekend, and take care.